If you guys want an overpowered 7-foot demigod center build, then y'all clicked on the right video. But first, if you're tired of grinding badges in NBA 2K22 next or current gen, then be sure to hit up my boys over at Hero Grinders, top links in the description. Also, if you could do me a really quick favor and scroll down and smash that big red subscribe button as well as like the video, that would be greatly appreciated. As you guys can see, we are in the My Player Builder. Of course, we are going to start things off by being a center build. As I said, this is going to be a 7-foot center. Onto the body settings, starting things off the height, we are also going to be 7 foot since that is the whole purpose of this build. If you want to, you can go 7'1" and you can get a very similar build to this. You'll be a bit slower, but you will be taller, so it's kind of up to you. For the weight, I would recommend dropping this down to 249. This way you can get an extra acceleration and speed rating. Obviously, for the weight, we don't want to be too small and too scrawny. For the wingspan, you're going to want to go ahead and max this out. This way you have the best interior presence for defense and for finishing. Onto the attributes screen, we're going to start things off by upgrading our close shot to a 90. Next, scrolling down, we're going to go ahead and max out driving dunk and then go ahead and bump up our driving layup to a 73. For the standing dunk, you're going to want to go ahead and bump this up to a 94. And then for the last attribute of the finishing badges, you're going to want to go ahead and bump up the post control to an 82. In total, we will have 30 finishing badges, which is actually a ton in this game. Overall, whether you want to just be a slasher or a post scorer, you're able to do pretty much everything in this game. Scrolling down to a shooting. Now, I'm not going to lie, this build won't have like the best shooting in the game or anything. But we are going to go ahead and max out our mid-range. We will have 11 shooting badges. And since we do have an 80 mid-range, we are able to unlock Sniper on Hall of Fame, which, as you guys know, is one of the best shooting badges in this game. Obviously, this build isn't a full-on popper, but you'll definitely be able to hit spot-up shots from the mid-range if they do just decide to sit in the paint. Additionally, if you do plan on post-scoring, you will be able to hit mid-range fadeaways. Scrolling down a little bit to our playmaking badges, we're going to start things off by upgrading our pass act to a 91. In total, you will have 16 playmaking badges. Being able to facilitate really well on this build is super duper nice. You can throw down court passes or hit players that are cutting to the basket or dexing around you. For our finishing badges, I'm going to upgrade these kind of weirdly, but trust me, you just have to do it this way or else it won't end up working out for you. So starting things off, we're going to go ahead and bump up our interior defense to a 96. And then we're going to scroll down and max out both block and steal. And then finally, for the rebounding, you're going to want your defensive rebound at a 99 and your offensive rebound at a 95. In total, you are going to have 39 defensive / rebounding badges, which is a ton. Also, you don't really need perimeter defense on this build at all since you're never really going to be guarding a ball handler that can actually dribble. You may have to hedge from time to time, but just because of the way the game plays this year, even though perimeter defense is tied to lateral quickness, you are still able to move around pretty decently. And then finally, onto our physicals, you're going to go ahead and start things off by maxing out speed and acceleration. And then what I decided to do for strength is bump this up to an 89 and bump up our stamina to a 93. Overall, this build has 96 badges, which is absolutely crazy considering the fact that we are 7 foot tall. Overall, this is going to be a really toxic build, especially for the 1v1 court. This build is also really good for Rec Center and Pro-Am, since you're able to dominate the paint and throw down court passes to your teammates. Overall, getting 10 blocks in Rec Center with this build might not even be that hard, since you're just so tall, so lanky, you have insane blocking ratings and 39 defensive badges. But to play those game modes, you do need a free throw, so if you plan on playing Rec Center or Pro-Am, what I recommend doing is drop your strength down 3 ratings, drop your acceleration and speed down 1 rating, and then if you throw all of those ratings onto free throw, you can have a 77. In my opinion, this is more than high enough to be able to consistently make free throws on this game. For the takeovers, what I'd recommend going ahead and doing is going with first See the Future. And then for the secondary takeover, I would recommend going with Stuff Blocks, since overall it's just a really fun takeover. And just like that, as you guys can see, we have built a versatile paint beast. Overall, just pretty much every center build gets this name, so I don't really care at this point. But with that being said, that is going to wrap it up for the video. If you found the video helpful or enjoyed it, scroll down, drop me a like, and also subscribe to the channel so you can be notified next time I'm dropping some more gems on y'all. If you guys want the best badges in the game, click one of the videos on the screen right now. Go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.